welcome back to my channel. Today I've got I believe this is a 1986 Mercury 35 horse fuel injected. I traded this model for the 40 horse Johnson I had here in the garage, the 1963 electromatic shift 40 horse, and I'm hoping that I can flip this one and maybe make a few bucks. So the previous owner tells me everything's working okay in it, so we'll see. I'm going to open it up and we'll take a look. Take the front cover off. As easy as it looks. Let's see. Oh, here we go. It's got a lever here. All right, now I'm going to check compression. I should have done this right off the bat before I decided to trade. I'm going to see what it is. I'm going to hope for the best. Feels good. Wow. I can't even pull it all the way. Wow. No. Okay. I got 130 pounds on the top cylinder and 135 it looks like on the bottom cylinder. So that's good. Within 5 pounds is good. Actually 120, 25, 30, yeah, 135 on the bottom cylinder. So, nice compression. I like those numbers, so stay tuned. Okay, now he tells me that the everything works, so I'm just going to hit the starter and see if that works. No? Just getting clicking noises. How about the tilt trim? Nope. Nothing. So, okay. Cleaned all the contacts related to the starter, the starter solenoid, the solenoids also for the trim, tilt trim. I got to get it back together. Maybe I'll make these connections and we'll see how it goes. Let's hook it up and try it again. Still nothing. Still nothing. What is going on here? Well, I can't seem to figure this out. I've got an electrical problem somewhere with this 35 horse oil injected Mercury. I don't even know what the year is at this point, but I believe it's an 87. But anyway, all I get is those kinds of noises when I try to start it. I did bypass the starter and I used another different starter and it engaged, so the wiring is good. The starter's probably bad, and the trim, the up and down trim solenoids seem to be kicking, but it's not moving. Well, I had to pull the starter out as you can see. This is the original starter that came out of it. I also pulled out the carburetor. I'm going to take it apart and clean it. So just in case, it looks a little gummed up. The starter definitely was bad though. It would not turn over. I took it apart and the magnets are just shattered inside. So that definitely was bad. I was only getting 6 volts to the starter, 12 volts at the relay. And then when I hit the switch, I checked the voltage, it only got about 6.5 volts. So that told me the starter was definitely bad. I rewired the wiring to a starter I did have, one that does not fit this motor, this particular motor, but it started to spin. So I know the wiring's good. Everything was working. So the next thing I'm going to have to probably go through is the tilt trim motor. I've got to examine that, see if the voltage is coming out good on that. If not, that's probably the next thing that's got to be replaced. I really thought I made a good trade on this motor, but I'm just having second thoughts now. I gave a motor away that was perfectly good and running, and took a later model thinking it would be better with the tilt trim, but I'm not sure about it now. Anyway, the guy that sold it to me, Jared, I believe his name is, he seems like a nice guy. I think he was legitimately honest about it, thought it was going to run, didn't know it had these issues, so I don't blame him, but I'm definitely going to have to put some money into it probably. So anyway, I think the starter motor is anywhere from 100 to 175 bucks just for that. God knows what the tilt trim motor will be. So anyway, I'm going to leave it here for now until I get more parts and then move forward with it. So stay tuned, and more will be revealed. And you never know what will happen. So thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe.
As you can see in the photos, the starter was in bad shape. The magnets were shattered inside, and the starter was seized. Also, the trim motor wasn't working at all, so I pulled that apart, and as you can see, it doesn't look all that healthy either. There was a damaged electrical where the wires were exposed on the wiring. So this will require a new tilt trim motor as well. So that'll be up and coming in the next episode.